to another inspiration from Ken Park at Fallingbrook Heights Baptist Church at the Center. Here's Ken.
Welcome to Life 101 Workshop Introduction. Let me start with the story. In the simple Southwest, in the rolling hills, a storm had raged all night over the Twin Cities, divided by the river. It was one of those storms that was filled with pressure and potency that threatened and growled with thunder and gusts of wind that seemed to be constantly growing and constantly dissipating at the same time. The weather had seemed to even confuse those who were assigned to report on it. As people tried to sleep in the Twin Cities, there was a crescendo, a climax, with 3 lightning strikes that shook the land. It seemed that everyone had heard the staggered cracks except for the 2 people impacted the most, who had been in a deep sleep but had been imperceptibly but indelibly transformed. When the sunrise lit up the storm-tired skies, one of these, Jonathan, woke up. He woke up as if coming out of a deep dream, a great gasp. He was fully dressed. His coat hung by the door. With a strange mix of clarity and confusion, he struggled to remember, but gaps remained. Was this amnesia? He tried to shake it off, testing his brain to figure out how he had gotten to this hotel, indeed who he was. He looked around the hotel room, and with a puzzle piece, he found one item of familiarity. His backpack, boldly blazoned with his name that made him smile. Jonathan Riley. 7, 1840 Thin Ribbon Road, 540-392-1530. He opened the pack and set out the contents. A few miles away across the Great River, the Graceway Hospital came to life as nurses changed their shift. In room 753, Sarah Livingston came to consciousness, her demeanor seeming to reject the idea that morning had come, ever ready to drift back into sleep, into the night. Groggily and with eyes slowly open, she tried to assess her situation. Her throat was dry, her wrists red, her right hand bandaged. The nurse came in with breakfast and a cheery greeting. Sarah tried to ask the pressing question on her mind, but no sound came. With an Irish lilt and a pillow adjustment, the nurse comforted her. Don't worry, intubation has taken your voice, but you'll be right as rain in no time. Except for the bandages and a sore throat, and her left knee, which ached when she moved, Sarah felt okay, but tired, very hungry. And with a strange mix of clarity and confusion, she seemed to remember, but gaps were still there. Was this amnesia? She tried to shake it off, testing her brain to figure out how she had gotten to this hospital, indeed, who she was. She looked around the bright, clean room and found one item of familiarity. Her backpack. And the tag on it gave her comfort. It said, Sarah Livingston, number 24. 1840 Thin Ribbon Road, 540-392-7172. She opened the pack and set out the contents. It was as if a Google satellite saw them at the same time. Jonathan in his hotel room, Sarah at Graceway Hospital, seemingly synchronized, they removed the contents of their backpacks. In the front, inside pocket, a card addressed with gold writ, simply with their name on it, an envelope. In the main cavity of the backpack, a change of clothes, running shoes, a care kit with a small bottle of vitamins, aspirin, and other healthcare items. Clipped on the inside of the backpack, a set of 3 keys, all different, all marked with master, and one small key with a number 37 on both Sarah and Jonathan's key set. Clipped to the same ring was a pair of dice in a velvet bag. In the wallet slot in the backpack, there was a black credit card, with each of their names on it and the words corporate. In the front document pouch, a picture of a group posing together, Jonathan and Sarah's younger faces smiling for the camera. On the bottom of the bag, a smudged journal with a large question mark and exclamation mark on the front in a sealed Ziploc bag. Sarah and Jonathan each individually looked at these items and the empty backpack, and a tear rolled down Sarah's face. Jonathan, miles away, hung his head in his hands. After a moment, Sarah wiped her tear and Jonathan stood up. And then in succession, Jonathan first, then Sarah, they sighed, and with an adventurous smile, miles apart, they carefully examined each item. They turned it over in their hands, and they recognized the import of the collective message of each. They were loved, so said the individually written envelope. Their existence mattered, so said the clothes and the care kit and the vitamins. They had an origin, a home where the keys worked, and the mystery of the key with the number 37 on it. They had choice and determination, the dice in the velvet bag. They were given sustenance, grace, the black credit card. They were part of a community. People they knew but couldn't quite remember were in that picture with them. And they had made errors, recorded in the smudged journal. They sat for a time, Sarah on her hospital bed, Jonathan in the barrel chair in the hotel room, and wondered what to do next. Sarah and Jonathan's adventure is your adventure and my adventure. You have a backpack, and you have each one of these things. Today we introduce Life 101, one of the greatest adventures of life. It has been represented in 1,000 different ways, grandly and implicitly, both easy and difficult. It's that way because everything that has ever existed is in it. You are inescapably cast, drawn, diving in, or running towards the next step of your adventure. You see, you and I are Jonathan and Sarah, or both. In this video series, we will travel with Jonathan and Sarah through a greater understanding and appreciation of love, matter, origin, determination, grace, community, and error, represented by the contents in our metaphysical backpacks. In the first leg of 2 journeys with Sarah and Jonathan, we'll examine these things. It's our Life 101 workshop. And perhaps you'll know this as a discipleship workshop. But in order to really see, to remember, to grip a hold of the truths contained in our backpack, we'll have a weekly email on Tuesdays with pre-adventure questions. We'll have a Wednesday video and a Zoom chat, a conference chat of our weekly theme on Thursdays. The videos will always be available on our website, churchatthecenter.com, where you can sign up for our weekly email and find information about our Thursday Zoom. Today, know that you are on an adventure. And that adventure begins with love in all of its majesty, brilliance, and mystery. Sign up today for the email for next week, and we'll be in touch with you if you want to be part of the Zoom conference. Today, put on your backpack, take a deep breath. Let's travel together.
Thanks for listening to this inspiration from Ken Park. For more information, visit our website, churchatthecenter.com. God bless.